Uh-oh. Can see this guy is breaking. So today I'm going to fix this. I'm going to replace it with a door handle I got on Amazon. This is about 10 bucks and it looks identical to the one that Toyota sells for $100. So we'll see if it's the same quality, but we're going to dive into pulling off this door panel, replacing that, and hopefully fixing the lock too, because right now my key is not working in there either. So let's take a look at the tools we're going to be using today, and this should only take about 30 minutes, so let's see what happens. Here are the tools I plan on using today. It's a 10mm socket. You might need one with an extension, I think, to get into the door. So one of those, a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver. Use this to help pry open some of the access points. This is the door handle from Amazon. Looks just like a normal door handle. Looks pretty good. We're going to reuse the lock from the car so we can keep the key. And then you're probably going to see me using this. It's just a Phillips head, and this will just make it go a little faster, but you don't need to have one of those. You could just use one of these. So let's get started. Okay, part one is remove these guys to get access in there. Yeah, probably should put a little bit of tape on here. Let's see if we can do this up. Oops, I remembered. I've got one of these little plastic, I think it's called a spudger. It's a little, it's for opening plastic stuff. So I'm going to use this. This is from an iFixit toolkit, but let's see how this does instead of the screwdriver. No. There we go. Okay, so I've loosened this Phillips head and this Phillips head. They still are in there, but they're undone. And then you've got one more Phillips head right here for the door handle. I'm going to put this in the cup holder over there so I don't lose it. And now we should be able to pull this guy, I believe push this guy forward. There we go. With that guy forward, should loosen up here. There, okay. You want to push forward because, I don't know if you can see this on here, but there is a little space holding it into the door panel. So keep that, push it forward, and then there's this white clip we're going to need to undo, which I think I can just push here. Let's try with a screwdriver. Okay, so this clip should be open on the other side, like a C. I'm going to use the flat side of the screwdriver to kind of press on the back of it and hopefully undo it from this rod without breaking it. There we go. Boink. We've got that guy off. So you can see this guy, he's open on one side, so all I was doing was applying pressure here to push it off the rod, and then once it's off the rod, it can lift off the top. So put this guy in the cup holder as well. Now there's an electrical connection in the back here for these guys, and also for the speaker. I think we can just pry this open, undo those electrical connections first, and it'll make removing the door panel easier, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, again, pry up here and pull forward because you have this plastic tab. You wouldn't be able to lift that through. So up here, pull forward. With that done, we can unplug these electrical connectors. Squeeze in the back here. Undone. Squeeze on, press on this tab. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. Okay, this is also going in here. So windows, door locks disconnected. You can see we have one more going up to this little speaker, which I think we can reach when we pull the panel off. So next step is to pry the panel open, and what I'm going to try and do is just get my fingers in between, or maybe a screwdriver, and just start slowly prying this open. You don't want to apply too much pressure in one spot or rip it off, because you can break the clips. I anticipate probably 1 or 2 breaking just because of the age of the car, but let's see how well we can do this. There goes one clip broken. I want to show you what I'm looking at, and that is this little clip right here. It presses into a hole and expands. So what you're trying to do is pull it back out of that hole while it's still expanded. You want to be gentle, and if you're going to use a screwdriver, put the screwdriver right at the base of this clip, so that you're applying pressure to the clip and not to the plastic that is holding the clip, like I did right here, and possibly break it. So if you're using a screwdriver, and when you're putting your leverage on there, grabbing it, grab right by the clip. That'll help. Two more clamps, maybe. Oh. Okay, take a look. Here is the speaker pinch and hole. There. And now we've got the door panel off. So next step is get our door handle out. I believe this is an access point, and we're going to probably pull this back and we can press it on again. That looks like tar tape, so let's do that. Okay, I'm going to pull this, pull aka rip a little bit of this. Trying not to break the plastic sheet so I can at least try and reapply it, but you know, it's just a dust cover. We could use a little duct tape or something in there. Put this back up. All we need is a little bit of access here, because there is our old door handle. So we've got one here, and then it looks like, I think our other bolt is going to be straight through here. So let's open this up. I'm guessing with this rubber plug. There we go. I don't know if you can see, but the bolt, or the nut, right back there. Okay, we've got our 10mm socket. That's loose. This is again why you want the deep socket or extension on there. Okay. Now, something I like to do when I'm doing stuff like this is I've loosened it up. It feels very hand loose now, so I'll take this extension off and just use this by hand, because then I can go like this, spin it like a regular screwdriver, and it's easier to catch stuff like this little bolt like this without it dropping in there. So this guy going in there. Same thing for this guy. Okay, can you see in there that pink clip? We need to undo that clip. It's the same as the door. We could probably reach in with our hand and pop it off there. And then there's one more in there, but I think we're gonna be able to reach that once we undo that pink clip. So I'm gonna do that pink clip now. I wonder, can you guys see this in there? Screwdriver in. This clip was holding on. I'm using the screwdriver just like this to pull that tab back. And now it should be released. Let's go on the other side. Haley, are you gonna help me fix this? You gonna help me fix it? Yeah? You just woke up, huh? Look what we're trying to fix. Okay, Haley wasn't really into fixing this with me, but you can see this clip that's the rod is passing through. It's like a pressure clip, and if we put pressure, squeeze this up, this down, this up, it's gonna open up the front and we can slide this off. So I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but let's give it a try. There we go. Okay, there's the old door handle, the lock assembly. You can see this is probably why my lock isn't working. It looks pretty corroded, so I'm going to spray that with some penetrating oil. Switch this guy over. Looks like it just spins out and back. Let's go take a look. These look identical. Just about identical. I don't really see any major differences. So I'm going to pull this guy off, clean it, and put it on here. Okay, twist clockwise and up. I'm going to use some of this penetrating oil liquid wrench and let that soak in there a little bit. Yeah, so pretty dang sticky. Won't turn. I don't know if you can see this, but this is before I've just sprayed it a tiny bit, but it doesn't really want to turn. So I'm hoping that spraying this is going to help that. There we go. Yep. That was it. Something was jammed in there. Okay, got my lock cleaned up. It's working now. Took it off the old one. We're going to put on the new one. Looks like it can only go in one way, which is on the side here. See this right here? It's got to go under there. So in and then counterclockwise. Come on, hard to do with one hand. Down there. Alright you guys, so reinstall is going to be the reverse of what you just watched. So I'm not going to film that. It's exactly the same. You're just clipping the clips on, putting the screws back in instead of pulling them out. And you should have a functioning door hinge. So I'm going to probably time lapse or maybe just skip to the end, but I'm going to get to putting this together now. And I'll let you know how everything functions once it's all back together. Ah, ha, ha. Gotta put my tools away, I bet. That's pretty dang nice. And the lock ended up just being a little dirty, so that penetrating oil worked magic on it. Everything's working. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. It's very simple to replace these door handles if they break, and I guess it is a pretty common thing. So try that out. I'll have the link in the description for the handle that I ordered. Like I said, I think it was 10 bucks versus $100 from the factory. So some serious savings there, and now you can get in and out of your truck. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.